Hello YouTube, it's Immobilize10 here with a Hieratic deck update, or my Hieroglyph Dragons deck update. As you guys know, I had a couple of duels on Duel Network with this deck, but unfortunately I lost really badly. I mean, one duel was against Elemental Dragons, so understandably I would have lost anyway, even though some of you guys said I put up a good fight, but I ultimately lost, and I did a lot more playtesting and the deck just didn't do very well at all. So I've edited it a wee bit, and I want to show you guys, but if you guys have got any suggestions or anything, then obviously post down in the comments below, and I hope you enjoy this video. So here we go. So it's a pure Hieratic, well, mostly pure Hieratic deck, so I'm running as much of the Hieratics as I can and trying to keep to the theme of Egypt and everything, and and it's a fun deck. It can be competitive, but to an extent, but it's more of a fun deck, to be honest. So anyway, got 3 of the Hieratic Sun Dragon seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord, which is a level 8 normal monster with 0 attack, 0 defense. Main aim of the deck is try and get these guys out multiple times to overlay into my rank 8, which is the Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis, which is the main aim of the deck. So getting these guys out multiple times, that's the main way of main aim of the deck there. And then we have 3 Hieratic Dragon of Su, and Su was the Egyptian god of air. I can special summon this card from the hand by tributing a Hieratic monster I control, and I can tribute 1 Hieratic monster except this card from the hand or field to target a spell or trap card on the opponent's side and destroy it. And most of the dragons have an effect of when they are tributed themselves, they get to special summon a dragon type normal monster from the hand, deck or graveyard, and its attack and defense becomes 0. Then we have 3 Hieratic Dragon of Tefnu. Tefnu was the Egyptian goddess of moisture, and she was the consort of Su. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from the hand. So it's got a Cyber Dragon effect, basically. It can't attack the turn during it's special summoned, and again, when this one's tributed, it can special summon out a normal type dragon monster from the hand, deck or graveyard. Then we have 3 Hieratic Dragon of Nephbet, or Nephthys. Nephthys was the Egyptian goddess of funerary rites in ancient Egyptian mythology, and she's actually the consort of Sutek, the Hieratic Dragon, and he is actually named after the god Set, the god of chaos and necessary evil. She's also the sister of Isis, the goddess Isis. You can special summon this card from the hand by tributing a Hieratic monster. Once per turn, you can tribute 1 Hieratic monster except this card from your hand or side of the field to target a monster the opponent controls and destroy it. So it's like a Su effect, but it destroys monsters instead. And again, when it's tributed, special summons a normal dragon type monster from the hand, deck or graveyard. Then we have 3 Dragon of Eset, or Isis, and Isis is the Egyptian mother goddess of magic, and the wife of Osiris, who is the Hieratic Dragon Azir. And she's also the sister of Nephthys as well. And she's my favourite goddess in Egyptian mythology, so she's my favourite dragon out of the Hieratics. You can normal summon this card without tributing, and its original attack becomes 1000. So it's a 19 attack level 5 beat stick, and it can be normal summoned if needed. Once per turn, you can target a face-up dragon type normal monster on the field, and all Hieratic monsters you currently control become the same level as that monster. So, say if I've got Hieratic Seal out along with Isis, then Isis's effect goes off, and then everything on my side of the field, anyway, Hieratic wise, becomes level 8 as well, making it easy to exceed summon into rank 8s. And when this card is tributed, special summon again dragon normal monster from the hand, deck or graveyard. As I said, she's my favourite. She's my favourite goddess out of ancient Egyptian mythology because she was pretty awesome. Just that's all I can say about her. She was pretty awesome. Now those cards there, Su, Tefnu, Nephbet, and Isis, form a basic Hieratic engine which most Hieratic decks use, in that they normal summon each other, special summon each other, or special summon tribute each other for special summons and stuff like that, and it gets out lots of normal dragon monsters from the hand, deck or graveyard. So it's a basic engine that I'm trying to use as well for the deck, and well, it works to an extent. Then we have 3 Hieratic Dragon of Geb. Geb was the Egyptian god of earth, and he was actually the father of Isis and Nephthys and Set and Osiris. Right, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, special summon one dragon type normal monster from the hand, deck, or graveyard and make its attack and defense 0. So it's got a slightly different effect that it can summon out a hieratic normal monster from the hand, deck, or graveyard when it destroys a monster by battle. So it's a pretty good card there. When it's tributed, you can only special summon a normal hieratic monster from the hand, deck, or graveyard. So again, Geb is basically built only to summon the normal monster, and that's it, otherwise it would have been a bit too broken. Then we have 3 Hieratic Dragon of Nut. Nut is the goddess of the sky, consort of Geb, and she's the mother of Osiris, Isis, Set, and Nephthys. Now, a lot of people don't use this card because they think it's not very good, but I like it. It's keeping with the theme, okay, and it's, you know, I could normal summon this and then tribute it for the special summons of other dragons if I need to, in case I don't have, say, Isis already on the field, or a Geb, you know, if it's somewhere in the graveyard or still in the deck. But anyway, once per turn, during either player's turn, when this face-up card on the field is targeted by a spell card, trap card, or card effect, special summon one dragon type normal monster from the hand, deck, or graveyard and make its attack and defense 0. So I have got 1 or 2 ways to make that happen, which I'll explain later in the deck. Then we've just got 1 Luster Dragon number 2. 2 was just a bit too much, in all honesty, because I was blocking my hand, I was clogging up the deck, clogging up my hand and everything, so I've just gone down to 1. It's much more efficient, especially with the testos I've been doing. And then 1 Honest, because, well, except for Luster Dragon number 2, everything else is light type. Again, a lot of people might ask, why are you not using Watilli Dragon? It's a better card. To be honest, I don't like Watilli Dragon, I don't like the artwork or anything. I prefer Luster Dragon, it's a much more beautiful dragon. And it's much more fun anyway. Spell cards now, we've got 2 Hieratic Seal of Convocation, which adds hieratic monsters to my hand. 3 Hieratic Seal of Supremacy, which special summons hieratic monsters from my hand. Again, not using Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. I was considering it, but just because of my stubborn nature of not using that card, I'm just using the Hieratics as they are. Then we've got 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Heavy Storm. Then we have 1 Dragon's Mirror, and then I've got 2 Forbidden Chalice as a quick play to give the dragons a bit of a boost. It also targets monsters, so say for example I have Nut on the field, someone attacks her, I play Forbidden Chalice, and because it targets, I can chain Nut's effect to that, so Nut would summon out something, then Forbidden Chalice would kick in, she would get the 400 attack point boost, and then the effect would be negated for the rest of the turn. But a pretty good effect anyway, because especially also since I don't run Effect Veiler. And then we have 2 Forbidden Dress. Now again, a lot of people might not like this card because of a ruling apparently that if the card has already been targeted, Forbidden Dress won't do anything about it. So you have to chain Forbidden Dress before the opponent tries to target, in other words. So you need to use like the Forbidden Dress first in the chain before another effect goes off. But again, I can use this with any of my dragons, or I can use it as an offensive card against the opponent. But I think the reason I mainly put it in here is because the dress does look a little bit Egyptian, and I was trying to keep with the theme and everything, so that's why it's in there. So it can be, again, because of that ruling, it is a bit of a tricky card to use, but I think it's still pretty good anyway. Then we've got 1 Hieratic Seal of Reflection as a solemn judgment for Hieratics, so you tribute a hieratic and it basically negates stuff. 2 was too much because sometimes if I didn't have enough stuff on the field, then I couldn't use it and it was just clogging up my deck in my hand. Then we have 2 Hieratic Seal from the Ashes. This is a Call of the Haunted, Burial from the Different Dimension, and a Foolish Burial all in one go. During the opponent's turn, I can send a hieratic monster from my deck to the graveyard. During my turn, I can return one of my banished hieratic monsters to the graveyard, and if this is face up and sent from the field to the graveyard, it can special summon a hieratic monster from the graveyard. So a pretty good card. I was thinking 3, but that might have been a bit overkill since the deck does shuffle quite a lot, so I don't get through it as I probably might not be able to get to them as much as possible, but I think 3 would have been too much. For the extra deck now, I have 1 5-headed dragon because in case I need to get out this beat stick, just in case. Then we've got 3 Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlords. I would say this is the boss monster of the deck. Main aim is to try and get this out as much as possible. 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, tribute any number of monsters from your hand and or your side of the field, a minimum of 1, and then destroy an equal number of cards on the field. So for example, if I tribute any Hieratic monsters from my hand, because they're being tributed, they get their effect, so they can special summon back any of the Hieratic seals that have been detached from my material monsters, or Luster Dragons, so I can get into more Exceeds and stuff, or do more combos, or even tribute more to get Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord's effect to go off. Then we have 2 Hieratic King of a Tomb. I want to run 3, I really do, but I just cannot get a third one. It's still expensive, still hard to trade for. But it's a rank 6, 2 level 6 dragon type monsters, so Luster Dragon plus other level 6 Hieratic monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, special summon one dragon type monster from the deck, and makes its attack and defense 0. This card cannot attack during the turn you activate this effect. So it can search out any dragon I need in the deck that I need to come out on the field. For example, say if I needed Nephthys out for her destruction effect to tribute other things to destroy cards on the field, if I need Geb out in order to do this, and etc, etc. So it's it's a really good card. I wish there were more Exceeds for the Hieratics, but sadly not, because as you guys know, the Hieratics are actually based on the Ened, which is the group of 8-9 gods that were made up the basis of the Egyptian creation myth. But anyway guys, that is it for the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've done a few tests with this deck and it seems to be working a bit better, so hopefully I'll get some more duels of this up in action very soon. But till then, hope you enjoyed, take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye!